Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Hurricane Watch Team is here with your latest update on the tropics, and specifically Hurricane Bonnie. Currently, as the latest advisory, we currently have Hurricane Bonnie at 100 miles per hour. It did intensify now to a major, to not a major hurricane, but to a Category 2 hurricane, as those winds are 100 miles an hour, and is expected to reach 110 miles per hour, and with this system it could intensify beyond that even to over 115 miles per hour. And today I do have some guests on. We have Cairo. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello. Yes, my name is Cairo, and I've been in the past few streams, and I'm excited to talk about Tropical Storm Bonnie and other systems.
And we also have Essential. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, hello, my name is Essential, and yeah, but I have been in 2 streams this time. Now I'm in the 3rd stream, so yeah, hope y'all enjoyed the stream.
Very, very excited about this today. We do have a hurricane developing for us, as you can see there, with winds of about over 100 miles an hour. I do realize the information scrolling at the bottom of the screen is incorrect. I was trying to figure out how to change it, and I wasn't really able to correct it, but that's what we got right now. It is a 100 mile per hour Category 2 hurricane with winds of 100 miles an hour. I believe that air pressure is down to 985 millibars, maybe lower. Is it 979 actually? It might be 979. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna put this into motion and take a look and see what we got going on with what we have here. Hold up, yeah. Zoom in. Oh wait, no. We zoom in. I really want to show y'all the development of the eye of the hurricane there. I'm going to put this to full screen. Hopefully y'all can see this and it's not being too painfully glitchy, but there you go. You can see the storm. It does indeed have an eye developing. It is actually moving outside of the forecast track zone that it was expected to be in. Very, very strong winds. Deep thunderstorm activity developing in or near the center of circulation. Excuse me. As you can see right here, very, 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 we do indeed have an eye developing, as you can see right there. I do think that the eye is going to become more and more well developed as we go through time here over the next several hours, and obviously the next several days. It's going to intensify and reach, could even reach major hurricane status. What do y'all think? Is anyone there? Alright, I'm gonna, okay, so don't, what do y'all,
Way, Cairo left.
oh, okay, I wonder why.
Yeah.
So that's what we have right now with this system. I'm actually going to get out of this because I don't think this is going to be super duper well. Isn't going to be super, how do I put this into words? Storm looks very, it's going to continue to intensify, I believe, and continue to strengthen, not for too much longer, and it's expected to reach a peak of 110 miles an hour. So I'm actually going to go to tropical tidbits here because that is a little bit better in terms of what we're looking at here. So as you can see, the eye actually, you can see it, it's been getting closer and tightening up there, as you can really see that. I do want to show you a high resolution satellite imagery of this system. If we look at long wave, look at that eye, you can really see it closing up and trying to tighten up a little bit. We're trying to get a more well-defined eye, a tighter eye, and stuff like that. Do y'all have anything else to say about the specifics of this storm? Cairo or existential? Alright, so going to continue to move on and talk about this system. So we move down here and we take a look at visible high resolution. You kind of see the last frames of satellite imagery here. No, not really a whole lot to talk about because it is staying relatively pretty far off the coast of the coast of Mexico. So really, they shouldn't really see anything in terms of hurricane force winds or even tropical storm force winds anywhere close to the coast of Mexico. However, this is going to continue to move off to the northwest. It's going to weaken into a storm, as you can see there, and even eventually weaken into possibly a tropical depression. As you can see here, Hurricane Bonnie, advisory number 29, National Weather Service. That's Hurricane Center, Miami, Florida, at 4 p.m. Central Daylight Time, Monday, July 4th, 2022. Bonnie continues to strengthen, bringing rough surf threat of rip currents to portions of the coast of southern and southwest Mexico. Similar to the 4 p.m. Central Daylight Time, 2100 UTC information, it currently has maximum sustained wind of 100 miles per hour. Air pressure has dropped to about 978 millibars. 5 watts. Ooh. So that's what we got here with this system, as y'all can clearly tell. There's really not a whole lot of storms, so I want to keep this short. I want to keep this at 30 minutes or less because with what we have right now, this is really not a lot to talk about with this system because it's going to be mainly staying just right on the coastline of Mexico there. But as you can see, there will be heavy rip currents and probably even some heavy rain. As you can see, some more heavier banding going on up there. It will stay primarily off the coast of it will primarily stay off the coast of the United States there, off the coast of Mexico there. So not really a whole lot to talk about there. Not anything really forecasting here anything soon in the future. Is there anything that my team wants to specifically talk about in this stream? Hold up, I don't even know. Because I personally, there's really not a lot to talk about either. There's not a whole lot for me to talk about even in the first place either. So I'm just trying to think of different ideas of things to talk about.
Well, I only have one thing to say.
Okay.
That is, well, you'll probably already know already, but I'm just gonna say it anyways. About Bonnie, something about Bonnie. But if you don't know, Bonnie, according to this website, might dissipate July 9th or something like that because there's nowhere else to go, so maybe it'll strike Hawaii or just dissipate off into the Pacific. That's really all I can talk about because there is really nothing else to talk about Bonnie because it's nowhere.
It's really not impacting. It's really not even impacting land at all. So really, we're gonna. There's a little bit of severe weather that could in fact occur tomorrow. There's 2 areas of enhanced risk that tomorrow. Guess what? We might have to do a long stream tomorrow, also. So.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll be on the stream too tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully tomorrow will be better. I really don't got a lot to talk about. Okay, especially there's not a lot to talk about right now, even in the first place. So, with what we have here with the Storm Prediction Center, as you can see here, really, if we look at day 1, still these 2 areas of slight risk. Now day 2, you can't see it's a large area of a slight risk, and there's 2 hot spots of enhanced risk where we could see some more thunderstorms that, more heavier rain, thunderstorms, and even the possibility of some tornadoes. There's an enhanced risk of severe weather and thunderstorms. The thunderstorm is expected Tuesday across portions of the north and central plains into the Midwest, Ohio Valley, and the Mid-Atlantic. Large hail, damaging winds appear to be the main threats. So again, large hail and damaging winds will be the two biggest threats. What's going on here? Okay. South Dakota, North New England. There's really not a lot to talk about. I'm like, Cairo, do you want to talk about anything? So I'm like, I don't know what to talk about.
No, I think that's really the only thing going on inside the tropics right now. There's really nothing else going on. Wait, I'm pretty sure it was Typhoon Cha something.
Chaba,
That system already made landfall. Yeah, Chaba. It already made landfall in Japan. I'm pretty sure.
China.
And China, and Bonnie has basically just it's basically not going to do anything. Basically, just going to go. It's basically just going to take a regular Pacific Storm's track without hitting Mexico.
Yeah, it's not gonna be anything like Patricia. Um, there's not a whole lot to talk about. Tomorrow, just to save up on X amount of hours on streaming, I might not even do a lot of streams tomorrow, just because I'm really only supposed to stream about 6 or so hours a day. Anyway, personally, there's not a lot to talk about. Hopefully, our streams get better. I kind of want to wrap this up. This was supposed to just be a quick update. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, feel free to go in the chat. Comment anything, question. Yeah?
I may have one more thing to say about Bonnie.
Okay.
There is kind of like an impact with Mexico because of the rain in Mexico because of Bonnie being near, right?
Yeah, the outer bands could bring heavy rain. And some flooding. But no direct impacts.
And
Sorry,
it
what?
can bring a higher tide. It could bring also a higher tide and stronger waves.
Yeah. Rip currents are going to be a big threat also.
But this was just a stream to make an update, so that's why it's going to be so short.
Yep, it's going to be a really short update. This was the update on tropical Hurricane Bonnie. And that's really going to be it for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. I hope to talk to everybody tomorrow.
Wait. I'm gonna answer this question before we get off. Why is there no aircraft recon in Bonnie? The West Pacific and East Pacific, I'm pretty sure they don't do recon.
I thought they did recon in Agatha. I swear they did.
I don't know if they do because I've never seen a West Pacific Storm get recon and the East Pacific Storm get recon. I think that Patricia got recon. I'm not sure, but yeah.
That's a simple Google search. I can search that up right now if I can find my phone. Here it is.
I'm gonna search that up. Actually, you don't have to get it. It says that only the Atlantic, the East Pacific, and the Central Pacific basins, can get recon from the United States Air Force and hurricane hunters.
I didn't know they went all the way to the Central Pac.
Yeah, me either. But nothing really even goes on there, really, unless the storm is moving from the East Pacific to the West Pacific.
I wish they did reconnaissance in the West Pacific.
Yet?
Say what?
Is this the shortest stream yet?
Probably. I'll probably end up deleting it because it's so crappy.
Yeah, but the people who were here for the stream would be able to see this, but the people who didn't get to see the stream won't.
True.
But this was a little update.
Yeah, this is supposed to be a little update. I'm kind of just like, I don't really know what to talk about. I probably should have even, yeah.
You said there would be a long stream tomorrow. Is that
There-
true?
There might be a long stream tomorrow. It depends on what the National Storm Protection Center says on the severe weather. Also, I have to calculate how many hours of streaming I've done for the month of July. We have until the end of July, which is either the 30th or the 31st. And we have until the 31st of July. And I have to make sure we don't go over 180 hours of streaming.
We've been streaming for like 6, 3, a lot of hours.
Yeah, I know.
This week we've been working extremely. Last week we've been working extremely hard.
Yeah, last week we've been up, we've been working, but now I'm just like, what the heck do I talk about? I want to keep my my viewers coming, but it's like when there's nothing to talk about, it's like dead end,
Maybe if another maybe a storm or something like that forms again, will you do a stream about that?
Yeah, I mean, tomorrow will mainly be about severe weather because that will probably be the biggest threat to life and property because there will be some severe weather. There's an area of enhanced risk. And then...
There is still thunderstorms. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's an enhanced risk of severe weather. So damaging winds and hail will be the biggest threats for that. I'll probably do a stream. I have to figure out how many freaking hours I have left. I want to make sure I have at least... I probably should have at least 120, 170. That's something I don't particularly want to do. So that's what we have today, guys. Thanks for watching. I may or may not delete the stream. I'm pretty embarrassed by the outcome of my streams today, to be honest. Hopefully we can do better.
Yep.
Literally we were doing great, and we just dropped off the edge.
Yeah, we just dropped off the edge like that because there's really not much to talk about. All there is Bonnie just leaving, and and that's
Us reaching
only
1,000
about a year,
subscribers.
right? What about a year?
A year.
There's something to talk about a year.
It's in the it made landfall in Japan as a tropical depression with 25 to 30 mile per hour winds.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like every single storm goes for Japan. It weakens as it's approaching Japan's coast. Is it sort of like California where the waters are cooler there?
That's a possibility. I don't know what the water temperatures are in Japan. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream off there. Thank you guys for watching. We will talk to you tomorrow morning. I have work tomorrow. I work tomorrow, but we will do our best to do streams. So that's it for today, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace out.